Hello and welcome to Points of Interest. I'm one of your hosts, Jake, along with my co-host, James, over here.
Hey, guys.
If you're new to the show, this is Inverted Reality's weekly gaming news podcast. I almost forgot what we were saying.
That sounds good. That sounds professional. I
right?
like it. That's good.
Every week we collect video game news and stories from around the internet, bringing to you in one place to consume at your own pace. We're trying a new style
Yeah, we are.
to the show. Normally in the past, what we've done is just release the show as one big thing, one big show on YouTube and podcast services all over the place. But we're going to try breaking it out into 1 to 2-ish topics per day. So it'll be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday would be all the topics we've done, and then Saturday will be the whole show on YouTube and podcast services. So the actual audio version will probably only come out on Saturday, but you'll get the videos peppered through the week. So we're kind of playing with that schedule a little bit.
Yeah. We're going to try. This week is, as you're watching this right now, this is probably Wednesday. It's the
This
first
is part one.
The part one, Wednesday. And next week, we're going to try and do it so that it'll actually be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Final stuff comes out Friday. It just depends. You know, it's a schedule thing. But that's the goal for the next few weeks. If you guys have feedback or anything like that, if you like it, if you hate it, think it's stupid, hit us up on Twitter at IR Games. Stay up to date on everything as well. Or hit us up in the comments and the likes and all that great googly moogly stuff that happens on the internet. Wherever you
It has
you
to be in the
watch.
googlies. If you hit us in the mooglies, we will not.
That's
we
true.
will
I
not
don't
answer.
appreciate that.
That is true. But to start the show in the first part this week, James, what have you been playing?
James, what have I been playing? That's me. I don't say my name.
I like to think you wake up in the morning and be like, James, how you doing this morning? Good.
I mean, I
Let's
do
take
work.
a shower.
I do work from home full time, so it's not
know.
a crazy thing. So I started off my week pretty strong with Halo Master Chief Collection. I'm still going through Halo 1. This is my first time playing some of these missions. I played like the first 2 or 3 with you like last year on your original Xbox.
Yeah.
And so
It's been longer than that, right?
it has. I mean, it was
I feel
when
like we
were
played
both-
in your
we were
house
both-
in Kansas City.
Yeah, we were both living in Kansas City at the time.
Yeah.
So it's been a couple years. And boy, I don't remember the games being this hard. There's just
Neither.
sequences that I'm going through that are just like controller snapping rage. Like, why am I dying? And I don't know if it's just like a lack of like the nuances of FPSs we're used to, like aiming down the sights and, you know, a little bit more herky jerky jumps and just being able to move faster. I feel like everything in Halo is just really floaty, and
It is super
it's not
floaty.
all about like accurate.
There's also not a lot of feedback
Yeah.
when you hit, like, there's no hit marker.
No, it's
Like, you just kind of shoot, like, it's funny, like, when you're aiming on the sides with a pistol,
Mhm.
you shoot and it's just, there's no recoil.
Yep.
But if you hit the grunt, they just kind of fall over. You know, well, there's no hit. How do I know? And then when
Right.
you do like melee, he just swings and you don't know if you hit him or not.
Yep.
The controller doesn't vibrate. The guy just falls over.
Sure. And it's not a knack on Halo. Halo was originally released in 2001, so I get it. This game is 16 years old.
Yeah.
It's fine. That being said, it's just I am making slow progress. So I'll spend like 5 or 6 tries on a level, and it'll take me like half an hour, and then I move on to another game that's not that one because I can't. It's not super enjoyable right now.
Yeah.
And so I have to play through them all. I know that it will improve as the series goes on and things get better, and I can appreciate it more. I really want to get into some Halo multiplayer. That's what I'd like to see. Like,
I do too.
we should, when we go down to Kansas City, we should bring our Xbox, and we're gonna do like
Bring it.
4-player split screen.
I think we're going to
Man,
take a suitcase
it's
that
gonna be
has 4
awesome.
consoles in it.
Dude, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. The other game I've been playing, Horizon: The Frozen Wilds. It's the new DLC. You haven't got a chance to start this yet.
I haven't even bought it yet.
You haven't even bought it yet. Okay, well, it's
No.
still $15, so that's good.
Yeah, it was
For
15
for PlayStation Plus.
Oh, was that just for like Black
I saw
Friday?
it last week when I was looking. It's still PlayStation, I think.
I saw that when I was poking around on Black Friday
Yeah.
buying Wolfenstein.
So, really good. I'm like 10 or 12 hours in right now. Everything that I've read says it should be about 15 hours or so. I've done pretty much all the side quests I can find. It's awesome. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful extension. The motion capture is, I don't know how they improved it this much, but the facial animations look much more realistic and much more accurate. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
It's not sitting there like a massive RPG of like some BioWare stuff that we've seen before, but it's a lot better. And, you know, you feel like the genuine emotion. Your body language is really good with that stuff. And then just the actual gameplay. Like, they took it to another level. They cranked it up to 10. They took that difficulty level and just shoved it right up your butt. Control tower is a new thing in the game. It has like a little pulse wave. And so, you know, at the end of the first game, you could get like this OP armor that had an overshield, right? Well, those control towers take away the overshield, so you can't use it until you take down the towers. We're just surrounded by a bunch of like demonic machines. It's awesome and really hard because like I can't kill those guys because that tower keeps healing them, but I can't get to that tower to take it down because they're in my way. But I can't take the tower down because I don't have my overshield. It's very difficult. So it's interesting because they didn't just like tack on a bunch of stuff. They actively thought about how you've been playing the game, and you have to dodge a whole lot more than you did in the first game. So it's just the machines that you use are different. It's awesome. The environment looks great. There's snow everywhere. I feel cold when I play it. That's how accurate it is. So it's really good. I'm excited. I'm trying to get through it and finish it because if I leave it, I'm not going to come back to it because I got too many games to play. I'm almost done. I'm probably going to finish the next couple days.
Dove hard into Black Friday for games.
Dude, Black Friday's killer. Like, I had saved a few games back because I knew that prices were going to be down. This is where I'm going to get them because they won't be this cheap again for 3 or 4 months. And I will need to play them before then. So sure, I bought Shadow of War for $25, right? But I'm not playing that right now. And it's still... It's a couple weeks out still. Yeah. But I know it's not going to be $25 again for a long time.
No.
So the other game we've both been playing.
Yeah, we have.
It's a repeat on our segment. Not this week. I guess we did talk about a little bit
last
week with Steve. But Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yeah.
I'm getting into it. I'm like level 17
You sort of like texting me about it. You're like, dude, I love this game.
Yeah, I finally got the hidden blades you unlock about 10 or 15 levels in. Meeting some of the characters, meeting Cleopatra, meeting Apollodorus, and learning more about the backstory. When you first get into the game, I'll be honest, it was kind of confusing. I didn't know what was going on. Yeah. It wasn't very well explained. I don't really understand the virtual reality crap that you're doing because they don't really explain. They kind of just assume that you already know it. So as far as I can tell, this person is using the DNA of Bayek to go live out his memories to find out more about what his life was like.
Essentially.
That's what it is.
That's why, like, if you kill civilians, be like, you're like, these ancestors didn't kill civilians. Telling you, like, that's not what happened.
Yeah, the auto running with the horses can sometimes leave something to be desired. It's really good at avoiding other horses.
In the wrong way.
It's not really good at avoiding civilians, though. I definitely crushed like 3 in a row because they wouldn't get out of the way. Like, there's a horse. Don't walk where the horse is.
I ran into a section where like the AI started to conflict with each other. A set of guards were going this way, and a set of guards were going this way. And as they rather go, clear the way! And they basically ran into each other, and it was just like they muddled up and just became a group in the middle of the road that I just ran through. They're like, clear the way! Clear the way! Clear the way!
Yeah, it's pretty good, but you're a little bit farther than I am, right?
I am a touch farther. I have just beaten the Scarab a couple missions ago, and like I did the Scarab thing, and then I've been doing side quests.
Yeah,
because I just want to level up.
Oh yeah,
and the side quests are varied enough that it's not.
Yeah, so far it's been pretty varied for me. I mean, I've probably only done 15 or 20. I say only.
Several. Hey,
no, I didn't say to go forward. We're still talking about this. Yeah, it's a really solid game. I like that you can upgrade your weapons as you go. Yeah. Like I have this really cool like legendary scepter. It's weird to see a gold one that's called legendary, but whatever. But it's really cool. But it was like a level 4, and it's on fire, and it constantly sets stuff on fire because it's fire. It's awesome, and you beat people with both ends of it. It's great, but it was crap because it was level 4. So I went and spent a lot of coins to level it up to like a current level, and now it's OP, and I love it. And it's awesome, and that's a cool way to easily bring stuff forward. Granted, the amount of coin you have to do to bring forward like a legendary item, even just a couple levels, is like 3,000 coin. Yeah. Which takes a bit if you continue to upgrade
earn
stuff.
Money. Yeah, so, it's a much better weapon system than in past ones. I think.
Yeah,
I think we might have talked about it on the show before, but I've played most of the previous Assassin's Creed games, and excuse me, what you could do in some of the past ones is essentially go to a vendor, see the weapon you want, save up the money, buy it whenever you wanted because levels weren't involved, and then just keep doing that.
Yeah.
So it was kind of weapons are a bit of a moot point. You bought the weapons you wanted up front and just played the whole game with those weapons, which was fine. The game was still fun. But this is way better. It's a lot more rewarding to get levels. And I'm just like flying through weapons like crazy.
I mean, it's RPG.
Awesome.
I love it. You can switch out different weapons. There's different classes of weapons and different perks within those.
Oh, making it.
But yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins. I love it. What else have you been playing? Woo! I like have a sneeze coming on, but
I've never seen you do it like this before. Though.
it tickled like up here.
It looked like it was trying to escape through your teeth.
Yeah, it was a really weird sensation. So that's what I've been playing.
Goodness.
You've been doing Origins. What else you been playing?
I started Shadow War.
What? I had no idea. I didn't accidentally see this already.
I was really enjoying it. Everything.
I was.
Yeah.
Keyword.
I'll get there. There's a small caveat. But everything was true. Like the combat's really fun. It was different going from Assassin's Creed where you don't pick fights with groups of people. You try to pick them one by one.
Right.
Because you will lose if you pick groups of people.
Yeah.
Moving to this like Batman style combat where you can just fight groups of people and you get little like counter objects and you just run around. And it was really fun. And I got to this point, and if any of you have played Shadow of War, you know what I'm talking about. It's the arena. So spoiler alert, so you know what you're headed into. Basically, you just need to fight in this arena that's like surrounded by orcs and whatever. And so you step in, you're like, I'm gonna fight the champion or whatever, and this big dude shows up, and you beat him, and basically, and you're told you did it too fast. People that are working need more time, so you need to keep them occupied longer. And so you just say, I need to fight more champions, essentially. And so they bring out another captain, and you fight him. Then another captain, and you fight him. Then another captain, you fight him. Which is they're not too hard. Like they're relatively close to your level. And so with most captains, you can just vault over them and then turn around and keep hitting them in the back.
Yeah.
With the occasional one that you can't do that to. So it's not a big deal. Then once you've beat the third captain, tell me the fourth champion, whatever, a nemesis from the first game steps out. And so he steps out and he has about 10 to 15 seconds of unskippable dialogue.
Now, is this like a nemesis, like specifically from your game? Oh.
Yeah. You okay?
It's the timer. The timer's wrong. We're just, I'll fix it. Don't worry about it.
But from what I was reading online, it's part of like this Nemesis Forge, so it's meant to be something brought forward from the first game. And so this is someone you were supposed to meet. And he says that. So part of what makes this fight irritating is he steps out into the arena and says something. 10 to 15 seconds, unskippable. He just says, oh, I'm so-and-so, essentially. And then he walks in, and that's the moment he sees you. And whenever any captain sees you, it's like, Ranger! And then pauses and zooms in on him. Yeah. And so then he has 10 to 15 more seconds, unskippable dialogue, every time says the same things.
Oh, man.
So it's like 30 seconds of things you can't skip. And in the second section, he's like, oh, it's been a long time since we fought before.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I know him from something else. And each one's different. It's how the Nemesis system works.
Right. But is it someone specific to your playthrough?
Yep.
Okay. So it's not just a random person that...
And every time, this guy is the same one.
Okay.
So when I've played through the arena different times, when you inevitably die, you can start at his fight.
Okay.
So you don't have to start the whole thing over again, but when you leave and come back, you start at the arena beginning. The first 3 guys are different. First 4 guys are different every time. This guy's always the same.
Okay.
And so my guy has like poison blades, and he's a specific type of enemy that you have to stun to hit to be able to knock him down. And he's weak to this one beast character. And I got him down really close, but the captains, if you fight them long enough, adapt to what you're doing to hurt them. And so he adapted to being stunned, and I couldn't beat him. And I lost. So when I first started fighting him, he could hit me and take away like 80% of my health.
Yeah.
Plus a poison blade. So now I'm almost dead and I'm poisoned. So I went out and tried to level up. Didn't work out, and I decided I'm going to come back to the game.
Give it a little bit of a break.
At a later time. But it is
outside
fun.
Of
like,
that.
Outside of that, like playing everywhere else in the game, and even the ones that before, like, the game is really fun. It's not that hard. And it plays exactly like I wanted it to play.
Yeah.
Coming off of Assassin's Creed Origins, it does not look as good.
Well, I mean,
not nearly as good.
That's understandable.
So when I look at it, I'm like, it looks a little dated.
Yeah.
Even for being new.
Okay.
But the gameplay is still like quick and
perfect,
snappy, and everything you want it to be. So
that's good. What about loot boxes? That's the big concern that
I have not even touched them.
Haven't even seen them?
Haven't seen a thing for them.
Okay. But you're like, what, 5 or 6 hours in, you'd say?
Yeah. The other criticism I have of the game is like, in the first one, the captains were pretty sparse. And when you see them, it was like, oh, hey, I'm in a fight now.
This is a big deal.
Now, I've run into multiple encounters where I've had 4 different captains show up.
Oh, that sounds tough.
Which isn't bad. Like, you can beat them, and it's not that hard to beat. You just got to kind of play it right.
Yeah.
But the problem is, when they show up, they all stop and they go, Ranger! And you watch an animation of them saying something. Some of them say 2 words. I had one guy say 3 subtitle pages worth of info. I'm like, dude, shut up. Like, you're interrupted by a lot of animations and pop-up screens in this
Gotcha.
game. Screen's a whole lot busier
Yeah.
than like Master Chief Collection
Okay.
or Assassin's Creed.
All right.
But it's a good game. I
Yeah.
would recommend it.
I'm excited for it. I need to finish the first one. That's my next one. Horizon is going to go down, and then I am jumping over to Shadow of Mordor. I'm going to finish that. I'm going to get through the story. Probably going to turn it down to easy just to plow through it.
Yep.
Not that I don't want to
No
play
shame.
it on difficult, but it's kind of hard. It's a difficult game
Yeah.
to breeze through. It's a long game, a lot of stuff to do. So I'll probably turn it down a bit and just breeze through because I like the story. I know everyone's like, "Oh, but the story sucks. It blows. It's not like good canon. It's
Well, you people are too
whatever."
picky.
Yeah, it's too picky. It's good. It's Lord of the Rings. Is slaughter people. You're getting revenge for
It's a
your
fun
family.
world.
It's
You can
great
ride
motivation.
trolls.
Yeah, get over it. So
You're
I'm
paired up with a
excited.
magic ghost elf.
I'm
Get
excited
over
for
it.
that. So what? What's new this week? There isn't a ton new this week, but what did we talked about Black Friday? What did you get for Black Friday in terms of games?
I bought Shadow of
I'm
War,
curious.
Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, and I bought Battlefield 1 on the Xbox One used to play with my
There you go.
brothers-in-law.
Perfect.
Ended up picking up the season pass, premium pass, whatever they called it, for pretty cheap after that.
I was gonna say the Black Friday sale. I think for that was $15. So
Yeah, 15
That's a
bucks
good deal.
if you have Xbox Live Gold.
that's
So
that's
20
the
bucks
kicker.
if you don't.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're gonna be picking that up, you're gonna have gold anyways. to
Yeah,
be able to
I
play
just
online.
went ahead and
Use
used up one
those
of my
free
trials so I could get it. And I'll actually
Yep.
get Xbox Live Gold later on.
Exactly. Yeah, it's no, I mean there was some really good sales. I also
Great
got
deals.
Shadow of War. I ended up going through PSN for Wolfenstein because they had the season pass with it for $10, and it's there's 3 DLC packs coming for it, all single player stuff, obviously. Then they actually have like an intro level or like a volume 0 of stuff that's available right now as well. So it's good content because I mean, Old Blood before in the first game was really good. So I went ahead and bit the bullet on that because that's $10 for probably 15 to 20 hours of stuff.
Yeah.
Coming down the road, I played they had a Wolfenstein 2 trial right now. It plays through the first mission, where you're in a wheelchair.
Yep.
You start off in a wheelchair, and man, it seems tighter than the first one. Like, it just everything's a little bit more refined. The interface is a little bit easier to understand. Things just flow a little bit better. Maybe it's because I'm in a wheelchair. I don't know. So I got Wolfenstein 2. So I got that one digital, which is nice. And then I also got Lost Legacy.
Yep.
On the new Uncharted game. That's $20. Like, you can't pass that up. We're talking 8 or 10 hours in an Uncharted universe. Gorgeous, right? It's going to be awesome. $20, couldn't pass it up. Got that. And then I also picked up Forza Horizon 3. That one was running for $25 on Xbox's digital game stuff.
Microsoft Store.
Microsoft Store. That's the one. Still learning all this stuff. I was going to get it at Target. It was $15 and couldn't find them anywhere. It sold out almost instantly. We didn't go like Thursday night to go look at stuff because I just didn't want to. It
Not
wasn't
about
worth
that.
it for saving $10 on a game. And then it was supposed to be at Walmart for $19 and it was gone there too. So we got a lot of movies. We always restock up on our Blu-rays on Black Friday. So I've got a pack of 12 Blu-rays coming from Best Buy.
Nice.
So, and that's just the ones that ship together. So I think total we ended up adding like 21 movies and we spent like way less than you'd spend new on
Yeah.
them. It's awesome. So it's like Suicide Squad, $6 on Blu-ray, done. That's
Worth it.
that's like the cost of renting it somewhere. So
True.
very productive Black Friday, I would say. I now have a backlog way too large for me, and
Oh,
I will
no.
never buy a new game again because I'm going to be stuck with
The
all this stuff.
backlog is filled with a couple of games.
It's not good when I'm
Like
having to
Shadow
start
of War
writing
is
on
a
my
long
calendar
time.
what
Yeah.
my games are going to start and when. That's not good.
Yeah.
It's great.
But anyways, for new games coming out this week, yesterday, November 28th, Tuesday, Black Mirror for PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
What is that?
I want to say it's something related to the show. Black
That's
Mirror,
kind of
the
what I was
Netflix show.
thinking. It'd be kind of weird, but
Maybe. I mean, the show's pretty good. I always say that. I've watched one episode, but I've heard.
I've never. It's one of those like it's
fantastic
like a
things
mini
about it.
series, isn't it? Isn't that
What I've heard is all the episodes are. It's like Twilight Zone for millennials.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I've heard. In watching
Right.
the episode that I watched, I mean, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good production.
Looks like it is not, in fact, related to the game. It is Scotland, 1926. Following the death of his father, David Gordon visits his ancestral home for the first time in his life, a life that is soon threatened by the dark secrets that claim the sanity of many Gordons before him. Black Mirror Castle
Black Mirror.
demands an offering.
Sounds like a horror game.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Speaking of horror games, Resident Evil Revelations Collection comes
There
to
you
the Switch. On Tuesday.
Really waiting for that.
Yep. Thursday, November 30th, so tomorrow, Soma comes out on the Xbox One.
Mhm.
And Friday, December 1st, Merry Christmas.
Hmm.
Doom VFR comes out for PS4 and PC, so obviously
Dude,
PSVR.
I would spend all of my money to play Doom in VR. Like,
I mean, they had deals on PSVR.
I know if I didn't have a kid, I might think about doing that.
Hope
I
you're
just-
watching this in a few years, Liam, and just think about the implications of that.
It's, man, it looks fun. Like, I know that it's, I think it was like a teleporting around to shoot people. Like, I don't think it
That's
was
what looked like.
walking.
You don't get to walk.
But it's Doom in VR.
Yeah.
Like, you really can't go wrong with this whole game.
Looks pretty dope.
Not just like a couple levels, whole game.
Yeah.
So, boom.
Gear Club Unlimited comes to Switch racing game,
Mhm.
and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 comes to the Switch. That's
This is a
not
big one.
everything coming out to the
Yeah.
games, but we have
These are the big ones.
links down below and all the stuff we do. So
Yep.
check it out. There's a release list for any games you want coming out from here to the
Yeah.
apocalypse.
A lot of people were saying Xenoblade Chronicles 2 would be like same level as like Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey, like a third pinnacle of Nintendo gaming this year. Another one to pass 90 on Metacritic. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. It's not
Maybe
a
I
game
don't
for
know
me.
it enough, but I'm saying they're wrong. Not that it's a bad game,
No,
but to
I
put it
mean,
on the same level of like Odyssey and Breath of the Wild,
it's
I'm like,
got its market.
yeah,
So,
but like
it's
the
not
Mario
an us
market
thing.
is
No,
gigantic.
It's true.
And
It's
the Zelda
true.
market is.
I'll give you
also
that. But Xenoblade is a pretty huge franchise for
yeah,
them.
it's pretty big.
Just not for
I don't
us
doubt that it's gonna be great.
specifically.
But, yeah.
Sweet.
Moving on.
We were going to do, normally you would see in this place,
Oh,
you would see the drop, right?
Yep.
But there's no drop this week. They took a week off for Thanksgiving because they have families
Selfish.
too, apparently. So we don't really want to cover the drop from a week and a half ago because that's not fun for anybody. So we will, the drop will be back next week, I
Hopefully.
think.
We say with anticipation.
Absolute certainty.
No doubt. And if it's not, you tweet at Ryan Clements at Poem Cider on Twitter. I will plug his Twitter every week until he acknowledges this show. And then I'll stop.
Next time
I've gotten what I want.
we'll have to start tagging him when we post it on Twitter. That's what
Yeah.
we'll do. We'll start tagging him and saying, hey, Plum Cider. It's the-
PWAM.
Plum.
CIDER. Poem Cider. Guys, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, click up here to subscribe to the channel. We do this every week. And if you want to see more videos, click down here for a playlist.